Virginia's gubernatorial election looms with less than 2 weeks left to vote for governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, members on the House of Delegates, and some local office candidates. Many Virginians will plan to line up on November 2 to cast their vote, but if you can't make it to the polls the first Tuesday in November, here's how you can vote. Early in-person voting. Early in-person voting began September 17, 45 days before the general election. Virginians can look up their local registrar's office to see where they can vote early. Absentee voting. Virginia voters can vote by mail so long as they have requested their mail-in ballot by October 22. Emergency absentee voting. In the case of hospitalization, illness or an emergency situation like the death of a spouse, child, or parent, that prevented an individual from meeting the October 22 deadline to request an absentee ballot, Virginians can still vote by absentee ballot. Military voting. If a registered Virginia voter is serving in the military or absent overseas, they are eligible to vote electronically. In the absence of a state-issued ID, the overseas Virginia voter can cast their ballot through the Federal Postcard Application (FPCA) portal. Election Day. For Virginia voters who choose to wait until November 2 to vote in person, they will be required to provide an accepted form of identification or they will be required to sign an ID confirmation statement. If the voter declines to sign the ID confirmation statement, they can complete a provisional ballot and will have until noon on November 5 to provide a valid form of ID. Valid forms of identification include Virginia DMV-issued IDs, student ID, and U.S. government passports.